Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Bama saltwater fishing video. And this is a video to show you how to target and catch fish on the beach and what kind of stuff that you need to get out there and be successful. So I will start out. It isn't 100% necessary, but it is very convenient. I have a beach cart here. This has the poly wheels. They make them in the orange and they make them in the gray. The gray are a little bit more durable than the orange, but I've had these for a while and they're still holding up. They just roll a lot better on the sand. And a lot of this stuff, I'll include a link down in the description below so you can go pick you up what you see here. A cooler with some ice, and then I bring rod holders or sand spikes. And then you can either have a ghost shrimp pump, sand flea rake, but really today we just brought some dead shrimp as our bait. You can't ever go wrong with dead shrimp. Also, as another good alternative to dead shrimp or to use in conjunction with, are fish bites. It's a synthetic cut bait, stays on your hook really good. It will slowly dissolve in the water, and so I always like to bring a good variety out. And lastly, some surf rods. My main surf fishing setups are 9-foot surf rods, just so you can get a good cast out there. You can throw decent weight if you have to with the 9-foot rod. And I have a 5,000 size reel. This is a 5,000 Shimano Stratic, but the 9-foot surf rod is a big thing, so you can get that distance that you need on some days, and you can also throw 1 to 4 ounce pyramid weights without an issue. This is a double drop pomp rig. You can go to bamasaltwater.com if you want to pick you up some before you come beach fishing. But it's got floats, beads, and a circle hook on them on each dropper loop. And so you can attach your pyramid weight to the very bottom. You can get a long cast. The float and the bead help keep your bait from getting buried in the sand, and is just an attractant for those fish to be able to find your bait. We'll go ahead and get out on the beach. Y'all come join me. Let's go put the tackle to the test and see what we can catch. Got 2 Bama saltwater pompano rigs set out there with some shrimp and fish bites. But let's go ahead, give it some time, and see if we can get us a nice fish today. Another thing that helps a lot while out on the beach is a good pair of polarized sunglasses. So it helps cut down on that glare on the water and from that white sand, even on a hazy day like today. So I just wear a pair of Costas. I've bought them in 2013 and still use them. All right, let's go check this one out. It just went slack. And see if there's a fish on there. And there is. Sweet. Ah, there we go. All right. Woo, that took a while to get a bite. What I did do was change to my single drop rig. It's cast further. It's less obtrusive, I should say. A little bit more finesse, per se. So let's see what I have. It'd be nice to have a pompano or redfish. Got a little bit of weight to it. Come on. All right, well, not necessarily the target species, but it is a fish. So you can actually eat these. These are hardhead catfish. They're saltwater catfish. And if you know how to clean a catfish, nail the head on the tree, skin it, fry that sucker whole. But today we're gonna throw them back. If you wanna see a catfish catch and cook one of these days, drop down in the comments below and let me know. All right, well, I just caught that catfish. Let's get another bait out. Oh, I'm getting another bite. Come on, buddy. Got it, whatever it is. Come on. Hey, pompano. Okay. He ain't legal, but it's a pompano. All right. Heck yeah. So I just changed up to a Bama saltwater single drop rig and just managed this beautiful juvenile pompano. He's got another year before he gets legal size, but what a beautiful little fish. Heck yeah, persistence paid off on that one. You can catch pompano year round. It's just you got to change up your tactics a little bit, and it's not like the springtime where you get one every single cast practically. But let's go ahead and toss him back. Thank you for biting my bait. Beautiful pompano. There you go, buddy. And he's gone back in the surf. So in the winter months that we have down here, you can still catch these pompano. I've caught pompano literally every month of the year in the state of Alabama since I've been fishing. Now in the springtime, it gets really, really good. because they're spawning and in huge numbers as that water warms up. But this time of year is also really good. You just have to kind of change your tactics. I started out with a double drop rig on both setups. Hardly any bites. I switched to a single drop rig on this one with the float and a bead and some of that sand flea fish bites and shrimp, and already caught 2 fish. One was a catfish, is what it is, it's a fish. And then the second one was that pompano. I'm just giving these fish something different and downsizing my rig to make it less obtrusive. You gotta kind of finesse fish this time of year because a lot of times they don't want a bunch of floats and beads and hardware. So that's what I did. But I'm gonna go ahead and bait up with some more shrimp. My fish bites is still good on there, and see what else we can get. All right, let's go ahead and put another piece of shrimp on. My fish bites is still good. Normally I like to put the fish bites on after my bait, but after the first fish, or if you lose your shrimp, you can just slide it up the hook and you'll be good that way. I'm gonna wait out just a hair. It's not very pleasant because these single drop rigs actually cast a lot further than the double drop because they're slightly more aerodynamic. That was at least an 80 to 90 yard cast right there. So, see what else we can get. Oh, this one just got slammed. Come on, buddy. Got it. See, I run a really loose drag at first, so that's why you see me a lot of times tighten my drag when I get a bite, because I don't want my rod pulled out of the rod holder, and it allows a big fish to take it. And then I'll tighten it down just a little bit to where I can fight the fish properly. But we have one right now. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's got some weight to it. I hope it's not another catfish though. Not a bad fish, come on. It'd be nice if this is a pompano. That'd be really awesome. Oh, okay, a bluefish, a bluefish. You gotta watch out for these. These things got some teeth on them. These are actually not bad to eat. Bluefish have some serious chompers on them. So a lot of times pliers help, or you can grab that hook like I did carefully and take it out because it's a circle hook. They're an oily fish. So a lot of times if you plan on keeping it, which I'm not keeping anything right now unless it's a pompano, you want to bleed it out because it's really oily. There you go. But he's going back. They're incredibly fun to catch and they are pretty good table fare. Well, the bite picked up a little bit, so that's awesome. There we go. That's another 90 yard cast. I actually got into my backing. So I'm using a 20-pound mono top shot and a 20-pound braid backing here, and it seems to be these fish are a little bit further out because it's kind of shallow right here along the beach, and there's a sandbar right there, and so I'm trying to get past that sandbar, past those waves breaking. You can tell where they white cap and they break, and that's where all 3 fish I caught today were at. So pretty cool. We got another bait out. Let's see what else we can get. Now, when choosing your weight size for surf fishing, you want to pick your weight to where your rig stays where you cast it when you're using a bottom drop rig like we are with set rods. Today I'm using a 3-ounce weight. There's some waves, but there's hardly any current, so because that can make a difference. So if there's a little bit of waves, not much current, that 3-ounce weight does perfectly fine. I don't like using much more than that because the more weight you use, the more risk you have of pulling that hook from that fish in the fight. But sometimes you do have to use a little bit bigger weight. When it's really calm, I normally do like a 1.5 ounce weight. I keep a good variety of 1.5, 2s, and 3-ounce weights in my tackle box, and they're pyramid weights. But there are a few different styles. There's storm sinkers and there's Sputnik weights as well. But a basic pyramid weight you can't go wrong with. Get a good variety, 1.5, 2s, and 3 ounces. So you're prepared when you come out because you don't know what the current's gonna be like or what the surf is like all the time. But my little tip about choosing a weight for surf fishing is get away with the lightest weight that you can. This one has a fish on it. There we go. All right, finally this one got hit by something. A little bit of weight to it as well. What other species is this gonna be? This one doesn't have any float, just a shrimp and fish bites and 1 hook. And that's a big old catfish. Rough water normally brings these hardhead catfish in. Circle hooks make it really easy on me. Easiest way to grab these catfish is just like that. Saltwater catfish. Oh, that one's getting bit. Oh man. I gotta get this catfish off. Saltwater catfish fins hurt really badly. You don't want to get finned by them. You can touch their whiskers all day, but their fins have a little bit of toxin in them and they hurt. Throw you back. This one just got wrecked. Let's see what hit this one. Dang. I think it is gone, yeah. It's either swimming the beach hard or it's gone. No, it's on. It's on. There we go. All right, we just got this one. The other one got a catfish on it. Let's see what this is. Oh, I think it just popped off. It's either that or it's a... Oh, that's a nice pompano. Heck yeah, dude. That's a keeper. This one's going home with us. That is awesome. Really nice pompano. Check that out on my single drop Bama saltwater surf rig. Sand flea fish bites and a piece of dead shrimp. That is awesome. They got to be 12 inches in Alabama total length. The tip of the nose to the tip of the tail. And he's beautiful pompano. One of the finest eating fish that swims out here on our Gulf Coast, along with whiting. But pompano are just so delicious. They have a very mild, nice white meat to them. Let's go throw him in the cooler. See, you can catch pompano year round. He was just way out there though, putting this 9-foot rod to the test here. It'd be nice to get another one, but I'm grateful that I caught that one. It's funny how they come in spurts, you know. It's like the fish know what's going on. They're all feeding on the same stuff, and so they're coming in spurts and in quick moments feeding. Because when I do hook up, it's a lot of times I'm getting bites on both rods. This one just got slammed. There we go. This one's the one without the float and bead. It's just the hook by itself and some fish bites. And I have a decent fish on here. This is where I like the mono because it kind of gives a little bit. So when you get them to this point, you don't risk the chance of pulling that hook when that strong tide brings them out. Another pompano. There we go. Heck yeah, another one for the cooler. I just need one more, then I have a pompano limit. That's awesome, y'all. All right, just landed my second pompano of the afternoon. Beautiful fish. He's a little bit bigger than the other one, just slightly. But that's 2 out of my limit. In Alabama, you're allowed 3 a person. So that's amazing. The afternoon bite this time of year turns up a lot more than the morning because it's warmer. And that incoming tide helps a lot too. But awesome fish. Let's go throw them both back in the cooler. That's pompano number 2. Let's see if we can get us a third one here. They're very deep. Like, I'm using these single drop rigs so I can get that extra distance with my 9-foot rods because they're less air resistance being a single drop versus a double. They have more momentum on that cast to get out there. So let's rebait up again and try to get us a third pompano. All right. Oh, this one just got smacked. Come on, buddy. Just put pressure and start reeling. Do I have it? Yeah, I got it. It's pulling back. I think it is a pompano. If it is, it's not that big though. Well, I'll take that back. It's pulling pretty good. Come on now. Shooting the beach. It's right here. It's right here. That's really why I like that monofilament on the top shot. Right, we're here when you have a steeper beach and a lot of wave action. And there we go, fellas and ladies. My limit of pompano on New Year's Eve. Just caught my 3rd keeper pompano. That's a limit for me here in Alabama. That's awesome. This is New Year's Eve and just got my 3rd keeper pompano. I caught 4, but that one was undersized. So that is awesome right there. Let's go throw them in the cooler. Heck yeah. I got my limit and we're about to go home here in a bit because it's New Year's Eve. But that is awesome. I'm able to finish 2021 with an awesome day of fishing in the surf. Couldn't ask for any more. It's about to get really cold here in Alabama. I know a lot of y'all are already in cold weather, but this is like the last good day to get out here before spring to really get on them. If you want to pick up any of my hand-tied rigs to catch you some pompano or anything that we caught out in the surf, you can go to bamasaltwater.com. I'll link my website down in the description below. Let me throw these back in the cooler and go ahead and close out this video. If you like watching surf fishing, go smash that like button down below and leave a good comment of what your favorite fish to catch in the surf is. So I appreciate y'all for watching as always. Hit that subscribe button to keep up with some more fun content like this. We'll see you on the next Bama Saltwater fishing video. I want to thank the good Lord up above for everything he does for us. We'll see you later. Now it's time to put our fish on the grill. That right there is absolutely delicious.